might have some explaining to do. I'm sure everybody feels like they just want a little bit more clarity about just what happened. It was a big year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Explaining maybe isn't the word, but more so clarifying for me, because certain relationships that I thought that I had really developed and that I thought were great, it turns out that really it was a one-sided feeling, and that, you know, it wasn't being reciprocated. And it just kind of bothers me, because I find that when I really am friends with somebody, I have their back, and I just, so it kind of, it shocks me. I was quite shocked the way things went down, I would say.
I think I'm always very kind of like, you know, upfront in how I feel about things, and just maybe even with the Ashley situation, just, you know, if she has any questions or doubts about like where we stand as friends when it comes with respect to her relationship and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure she'll have just questions for everyone. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think I've been kind of even-keeled this season.
I think other people have explaining to do, especially their activities from the chair, their coward behavior from the chair. This is starting to irritate me after 4 years on this platform. I wish grown women would talk directly to each other and not really use the chair to cower down and say what it was you wanted to do. It's like punching somebody in the eye and then running away before I get you punched again. I don't know. I want to throw my punch back in there, right? But, you know, that's really, really irritating at this point. But at the same time, it's funny as hell. So it's good TV.
No need to explain.
Yeah.
They will try, because a lot of these women like to deflect, and they are pivot queens. And I'll have to just, you know, reposition them so that they can look at themselves and get themselves together. And if I have to do that, then I will. But there's no explaining to do, because I did say what I needed to say in the moment. I try to do that. So it's just a matter of making sure everybody else is being held accountable for their stuff.
I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I had a pretty mild season for the most part. Anything I needed to say, I said it directly to whoever I need to say it to. So it's not like I have much explaining to do. So, yeah, I feel like it should be a pretty easy day for me. The good thing about me is that whatever I say, if you heard it and I know I said it, then I'm going to own up to it. And if I didn't, then I'll defend myself as usual. But you know, it is what it is. I just kind of I enjoy this day. I don't mind the confrontation. I like arguments. And then it's good for my husband. I don't have to have an argument with him. I just save it for reunion. Give all that energy to them.
Right. I need luck and prayer.
I talked to Candiace, my daughter, this morning. So I think she's in a good mood. I guess my mood will, you know, depend on her. So I think I'm in a good mood today. I want to have fun.
Did I try to have a conversation with her? I did. You can't really tell the queen what to do. She's going to do what she's going to do. So Chris and I actually had a family strategy session prior to today.
We did talk about things. I told her she's not going to, please Candiace, I told her not to beat upon me too much, because I wanted her to first just talk and to show how close we really are. We are really a close-knit family. And I told her, Candiace, I would like to show that at the reunion. So she just kind of looked at me and said, okay, Mom.
We sat in the room for maybe 5 minutes before I had to get up and leave, because it was just going nowhere. And I said, you know what? Go with God, do what you're going to do. And I'll do what I'm going to do. And that was it.
But I hope we can, you know, display our closeness, our love for each other. So I'm looking forward to that. And I have to redeem myself. I feel like she beat up on me a lot during the season.
I need luck and prayer and, you know, bath salts and smelling salts and, you know, the Bible, the Quran, Buddha, all the things. Bring them all in here, because, Joe.
I hope we can make amends. We do have a very complicated relationship, as she said, but we do love each other. So if I apologize, hopefully she can apologize too. We can apologize to each other for some of the things that we said. You know, she thinks she's right, I think I'm right. So yes, if we can make amends with that and meet somewhere in the middle maybe, I'd be okay with that. I love her no matter what. So I'm trying to, you know, to calm her down a little bit, and I guess she's trying to calm me. But you know, I am who I am. I tell her that all the time at my age. So she don't believe in that. So, but we're gonna work on it.
I am the happiest woman that I could ever be.
Chase, he's doing amazing. He is 8 months now. He uses the potty. He's sitting up. He's eating solid foods. He has 2 teeth. He has 2 more coming in on the top. He is the happiest baby I've ever had. Not that the others weren't happy, but he's always smiling. Like, as soon as you look at him, he just busts out to this goofy, like, googly smile. Like, he's amazing. He is such a good baby. He really is.
So sweet.
Very smart and just he's a good kid. I'm excited watching him grow up, and I can't believe he's already 8 months. Like, it's crazy. Oh, the shop is closed. It's not officially closed, but it's closed as far as I'm concerned. Look, I'm trying to convince my husband to get snipped, and he's just like not having it. So I think I need to go get an IUD or something, because I'm not trying to have any more of his big old babies. I'm done. I went and got me a parrot. His name is T'Challa. And he is the new baby, and he is the last baby. So I have 4. Now he wanted 4, he got 4.
Right.
3 kids and a bird.
How's motherhood?
Yeah.
I am the happiest woman that I could ever be. I love my son so much, and I don't sleep, and I actually am like getting a little delirious because I don't sleep, but I wouldn't change it for absolutely anything. And I couldn't even sleep last night. I thought this was gonna be like a little vacation. I was like, oh, I'm gonna sleep, take a bath, and literally all I did was pump breast milk and look at pictures of my son. So I'm turning into that woman, and I never thought I would, but I am.
That's sweet though.
Yeah.
So is this the first night you've been away from him?
Yes, so hard. And Michael and I both are used to waking up with him, so both of us had a hard time sleeping last night. We were up, and his time to wake up is 5 a.m. like clockwork. So I texted my mom to see if he was awake, and sure enough, he's there cooing and laughing. And Michael, he automatically woke up too. We're just so programmed to wake up. He's only 5 weeks old, but yet he's already on a schedule.
He's so precious.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so happy
Oh,
for you.
I'm the happiest girl.
I'm here to feed the children. What can I say?
You know, I did talk to, I'm good friends with DeAndre Simmons, and my mother is here. Pause for reaction, Joe. And I know that Mama D, DeAndre's mother, visited the reunion couch during their reunion. And I did want to just talk to her for a minute and just kind of get, you know, some prayer and just a nugget of wisdom from her. And she just told me to, I don't want to reveal exactly what she said, but she did tell me to just relax and not try to control the situation. And she's supposed to call me again today so we can talk a little bit more. But that was probably the best advice that I received, because I'm definitely a little, if I'm nervous about anything, it's Mama, because Mother is a loose cannon and she be doing and saying whatever she wants to do and say, child. So.
Not this time. You know, I think in previous seasons he's probably been like, okay, Robyn, like, don't act a fool. But I think he's pretty aware that, like, this season I've been pretty myself, and he feels confident that I'll handle myself accordingly.
No, he just tells me to just be who I am, which is always 0 to 100 and like a, you know, pit bull in a skirt and all that good stuff. So yeah, he knows that I'm gonna just get out there and just do what I do.
Do your thing.
Yes, my daughters told me not to be mean, to be very nice, and to not have a lot of jokes, because sometimes people don't understand them. Yeah.
Michael did give me advice this morning, and I was quite surprised. He said to remember that because I'm gonna get heated, I'm gonna get hot, things are gonna get really tense. And he said when I find myself getting to a point that like I need to like really calm down, just think about our baby, think about the hardships that we've overcome, visualize Dean's little sweet face, and remember that the most beautiful thing that we have is our son. So when things get too much, just keep that in mind. So that's going to be what pulls me back, I think, because I don't want to get too far out of pocket. So Dean's going to help rein me back in.
I don't think I need it. I always land on my feet. I'm true to myself, and I know these women, and they're a great bunch of girls. Not without some flaws, you know, but hello. I'm here to feed the children. What can I say?